Hey guys, we're here with a new series, Highway Blossoms. It's in a Western visual novel. I think the phrase used commonly is original English language visual novel, but I just call them Western. I think it's Yuri, and why am I playing it? Help! Okay, I don't know what is a visual novel, but it's... Oh, that opened up. Oh, it's the classic NP Read Me. I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game was made in NP, given this options menu. I looked around at the music. I just did music because this game is voice acted now. They did a voice patch like a month or so ago, which I've been considering playing this ever since I got it on a Humble Bundle about last winter, I think. And you know, the voice patch was like, oh yeah, this exists, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Unlike other, well, I think I've only played 2 Western VNs on my channel. That's The Letter, which I started playing immediately after it came out, and Valhalla, which I had a lot of praise for. And Valhalla was great. I love Valhalla. I'm not sure if this is like good or not. If it gets to the point that I hate it, I'll just drop it, but I'm expecting it'll probably be fun, hopefully. I mean, I haven't heard bad things about it either, so. Should we get started? Is there anything else I have to say? Not really. Let's jump in. Oh, on the road again. Achievement, great. Oh. They had a budget. They had a budget to put a moving car on the screen. Oh, it's actually like a animated-ish opening. It's kind of just moving up and down a bit, but I mean, it's better than nothing. Produced by Josh Kaplan. I think it's the Coyote project owns like the what's it? Written by Sion Santeria and Josh Kaplan. Programming by Kevin Turner. Alright, this is on Steam. What's it going for? Like $10? Something like that? We'll check it out if you want. Editing, Arik Orange, and Sun Bolson. Probably mispronouncing these, so I'm gonna stop. Pretty sure that's the main character. Just a guess. For some reason, I thought this took place in like the 18th century. Wait, when was the gold rush? 19th century? I think it was the 19th century, but then I was like, wait, they have an RV. It's not 19th century. I thought it was like related to the gold rush for some reason, but it's like a treasure hunt, I think. Don't quote me on that. The music ends. The cassette clicks to a stop. Oh my god! Just shrank that. 140. Listened to it so many times I've even memorized the placement of the static from the song's original broadcasts. A bit too fast. Preferences. I don't like my text speed to be like instant. Well, that wasn't instant, but still. That's even 100. I'm worried the deck might eventually eat the tape, but it'll never happen to him no matter how many times he played the dang thing, so I'm not too scared. Used to drive me crazy. Still pretty fast. Like, I don't want it to be so fast it's kind of distracting. 60 should do it. Gotta be an even 60. Every day I played it over and over again. Okay, that's too slow. 80. 80 is the perfect. Sure, he'd throw on something different after a few loops, but soon enough he'd switch back and the cycle would repeat itself. Sometimes, I think he would just do it to mess with me. I would be in the back in bed, smothering a pillow over my head to block out the music. He'd just turn it up a bit louder, even during all-nighters. I was so like him. Even near the end, when he'd finally had to settle down, he was still pulling that kind of crap. I'd come home from school sometimes, and the police would be at the door because the entire block had called in a noise complaint. Said it was because he was hard of hearing, but I know he did it just to get a rise out of the old grouches who lived nearby. I think her parents died recently, if I remember the visual novel database post summary. It's been a while since I read it. I forget. Someone died. I think that's his worst fear. Ending up just another bitter sack of bones. So he did everything in his power to be the exact opposite, right up until the end. Of course, that meant I would always deal with the fallout. Can't imagine what the neighbors thought, seeing a little girl go door to door, apologizing because some old man decided it would be funny to put plastic flamingos all over their award-winning lawns. Can't help but smile, just a little, even if it does hurt. Oh, we have a CG to immediately start off, okay. Take a sip of my coffee. Outside, the heat haze shimmers over the never-ending oceans of sand. Oh, I guess the CG will probably end up being reused, just a guess. And, someone will be sitting there. Probably. This is kinetic, right? Pretty sure it is. No choices. Probably main love interest girl. I don't think there's a grounds or even choices. Take a sip of my coffee. Outside, a heat haze shimmers over the never-ending oceans of sand. So much desert. Even Roswell was just rock, sand, and a few shacks. All alien-themed, of course. Didn't see any UFOs, though. Where does this take place? Roswell is New Mexico, I believe. But I think she's heading to California. Don't quote me on that. Not used to how dry everything is. Even with the AC on high enough to rip off my eyebrows, still all sweaty. Guess that's what happens when you laze around in snowy Colorado for a decade. In that regard, the desert is a nice change of scenery. I don't exactly hate it. Wait, Roswell is New Mexico, right? New sites are nice, especially since his health didn't allow him to do a lot of traveling when I was a little girl. This might actually be the first visual novel I've read that takes place in America. In modern day America. I can't think of another one. Like Fata Morgana, which I finished 2 days ago. It was so good. I have a huge backlog, by the way. Once I got to halfway through, I just read it all in a day. No, that'd be ridiculous. There's a lot to read. But it took place in America for a couple hours. But it was 1869. So that doesn't really count. I can't think of anything else that takes place in America. So that's kind of nice. I live in America, so it's a setting I'm familiar with. I could see myself getting used to this. Well, maybe in another 15 years when I have everything paid off. Ah, dang it, Amber. Okay, her name's Amber. Snap out of it. You can worry about that later. This isn't your trip, so stop being so selfish. That was 100% a exposition name drop, by the way. I push the eject button. I take the tape out and look it over, probably for the 20th time today. Years worth of brown stains and greasy fingerprints are smudged all over, making it feel grimy to the touch. Still works like a charm, though. There are more cassettes in the glove compartment, a mixture of mine and his, mostly his. I should just play one of those and get it over with. My hand gravitates towards the latch. It would be okay, right? No. I stretch my hand away from the latch and flip the tape over. Once again, I find myself staring. With a sigh, I stick it back into the deck. I reach towards the play button, taking another look to see if the road is still clear. Like always, it... Is it? Slam on the brakes, the shriek piercing my skull. A glance at my rearview mirrors shows a girl cringing next to an ancient-looking car, covering her ears as they scooch down the road. Making a U-turn of dubious legality? Legality? I think that's how you say it. Pull up in front of her car, killing the motorhome's engine. Hop out and shield my eyes from the blazing New Mexico sun. Okay, it's New Mexico. I'm a genius. Only now do I realize how precious the AC really is. It doesn't take more than several stops before the girl comes bouncing up to me with a look of relief.
Oh my god, thank you, thank you, thank you! I was starting to think no one would ever stop.
Turn the voice volume. Well, I don't know if you guys do the voice volume down or not. Because what I hear is a lot louder than what you hear. Because I have OBS doling it a bit. So that my voice is louder than, So, but I'm just going to turn it down a little. Like to 80. It's still way louder than the music. So it should be fine. Also, I like this song. The title's... Wait, did I turn that to 81? What kind of man does that? No, I'm not crazy. No! Close one. With each word, she gets a little closer, and we're finally within touching distance of each other. Her smiling face now filling my entire field of vision. Instead, we get murdered. Her bright... How do you say that one? Auburn? Hair is done with a girlish side tail, glistening beneath specks of sweat. Standing out in the heat has made her round, peeled cheeks as sun-kissed red. She still puts together, but the desert would sooner melt her than do any real damage to her looks. I almost feel embarrassed to be in front of someone who dresses so cutely. Her frilly green top and skirt putting my red t-shirt and khakis to shame. I like how the sprite's slowly inching forward, too. I always like it when visual novels play with the sprites in ways like that. It's all brought together by one thing, though. Her eyes. They're blue. Vividly blue, deep and rich. Complementing the traces of her misty perfume as she gets closer and closer. Too close, too close, too close! Scramble back and cough, trying to hide any awkwardness.
No problem.
What's she doing out here alone? Driving through? Heck, is she even alone? I love doing that. I love saying heck. Peer off into the plains on the side of the road, half expecting a guy to pop up from his hiding place now that some idiot is falling for their trap. That idiot being me, of course. But much to my surprise, no one does. Instead, the girl continues to stare at me, smiling as she patiently waits for my response. I glance behind her, focusing on her car.
So what's the issue? Your car breakdown?
The voice acting isn't awful. It's still too early to say, really.
I think so, yeah. I was driving and I just kind of...
Stopped.
Yeah.
She lowers her head in shame, eyes fixated on her feet, kicking the dust around her.
I'm not much of a car buff, but I can take a look at it.
Her head pops back up and life returns to her eyes.
Oh, wow! Could you?
Yeah. Can't promise that I can do anything, but I can at least check it out.
That'd be great.
Alright, first things first then.
This thing looks even older than my motorhome. It was probably a nice car upon a time, with a dented grille, multiple scratches, and a faded murky green color. It's hard to believe such a cute girl is driving it. I slide into the fabric seat and start the ignition. I don't know too much about how this stuff works, just enough to keep the motorhome from giving out, but I can't imagine it's too significant of an issue. Probably just a dead battery or... These sprites are pretty low res, aren't they? At least they seem like it. Do I have it all like low? Text? No. I don't see anything. No gas. Oh yeah! I hit one of these buttons by accident. What do these do? What is voice sustain and voice emphasis? No gas. I don't know. I'll look it up after this. A single car passes by, cooling us with a refreshing gust of wind, sprinkled with dirt and sand.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, it's not working. Is this a joke?
Oh no. Did I break it?
No. It's just out of gas.
What? No way! Dad said I should have filled up before I left.
Is she for real? No, yeah. After your car runs out of gas, you obviously have to buy a new one. That's how cars work. Why is this girl in the middle of nowhere by herself? They're trying to force all the ideas into the center of her brain. The girl grabs her head and whines under her breath.
Ah, man, and I didn't charge my phone either. What am I gonna do?
I'd offer her mine, but I've never had a cell phone in my life. Seems like you'd have to be pretty absent-minded to forget that, though. She whines once more and turns to me.
Hey, this might seem a little weird,
Oh no.
but could you take me somewhere nearby so I can get some gas?
Hitchhiking. What do you know? She actually did it.
How long did you say you've been stuck out here?
I don't know. A few hours, maybe? I've been trying to wave down everyone who drives by, but you were the first to stop.
Hold on, everyone?
Yep.
The seat must have fried her brain. Does she have any idea how dangerous that is?
That's probably not a good idea, you know.
She cocks her head to the side and gives me a look of genuine curiosity. Like it wasn't obvious or something.
Huh? Why?
Well, you know.
You know.
A cute young girl alone in the middle of the desert? It's just asking for trouble.
But you're a cute young girl alone in the middle of a desert?
Got me there.
What?
Her comeback takes me off guard and I turn her away a little, avoiding eye contact.
Yeah, but that's different.
Smile returns to her face. Same bright one that she showed me when I first rolled over. Still avoiding eye contact, but she leans over to the direction I'm looking and continues to smile.
So, do you think you can give me a ride?
I don't know.
I didn't even notice it till now, but the sky, like the clouds are moving. That's a nice touch.
Please? shouldn't take very long.
The back... Oh, hold on, how do I... There. The backgrounds actually look pretty nice, too. Like, the sprites are... Like, they aren't bad, but they look so low res. Like, resolution. Like, am I just... an idiot here? Or... Wait. Those are thumbs? Why are they so long? She has giant thumbs. Or, wait, here, put, replicate pocket hands. Those have to be the thumbs. Those are the thumbs. Those don't look like thumbs. Although, fingers are hard to draw. I give them a break. I've read Umineko, I know. I read with the original sprites. This girl, it's like she didn't even listen to what I said. Still, better me than some psycho. Besides, it's not like a small detour will make me late or anything.
I guess it's fine. I'm not in too big of a rush anyway.
Before I'm even finished, she's springing off the ground, bouncing to the motorhome.
Hey, wait!
But it's already far too late. She somehow made her way into the motorhome before its owner, even finding the time to give me a small wave from the passenger seat. I gave a heavy sigh, rubbing my temples as I climbed back up into the driver's seat. The key is still dangling in the ignition. I wrench it around and the motorhome roars to life, forcing a surprised squeak out of the girl.
By the way, my name
Told
is
you.
Marina. Thank you so much for helping me out.
Okay, Marina. I'll remember that.
Amber, don't mention it.
It might take me a couple episodes, but I'll remember it. Careful not to hit her car, back the RV up and turn it around, sending us in my original direction. Reach for the play button on the cassette player, finally giving it to temptation, but Marina starts up again.
Why aren't we going the other way? Wasn't there a station a little ways back?
It was more than a little ways back. I saw a sign a few miles ago that said there was a station not too far from here, so we're going there.
Oh wow, I didn't even see that. You're really observant.
Yeah, or you're just totally oblivious.
Not really.
One or the other. Silence falls between us, the roaring of the engine and swishing of the wind from outside being the only sounds. I need to sneeze. But you know when you need to sneeze but you can't? That's the feeling. Okay, I think it's gone. Take that as my cue and reach for the cassette player once more. Finally give...
How do you even drive this thing? It's huge!
Just hit play! Marina spreads her arms like an eagle unfurling its wings, almost bopping me on the head in the process. Clear my throat and grab her arm out from the air, gently placing it on her lap.
It's not that bad. You get used to it.
She tilts her head to the side and gives a little grunt as if saying that's so. Return to the silence of before. Again, I reach for the cassette player.
So what are you doing out here? Are you going camping? Seems like what you're doing is fun.
I take a deep breath and hold it on as long as possible before letting it out.
Just traveling. What about you? Why are you out here?
Oh, well, it's kinda silly.
She scratches her head and lets out an embarrassed laugh before staring at her feet. She quiets down and, surprisingly, stays quiet. Well, looks like that worked. Reach for the cassette player one last time. Stop for a moment to look at the glove compartment and then Marina, who's lost in thought. Finally, I press play. Whoa! Oh! Cut to black. A pleasant little chime greets me as I enter the station, Marina trailing closely behind. The drive was quiet after I turned the music on. Turning the tables on her and asking what she was doing out there seemed to throw her off. I didn't mean to come off as cold as I did. It's just been ages since I've had a conversation beyond accepting some half-hearted condolences. Though to be fair, I haven't really wanted to hold one. The guy behind the counter is busy ringing someone up, so I set out in search of a gas can. The store is one of those big mini-mart places, made specifically for travelers. It's surprisingly clean for a place surrounded by sand. Every corner has an unnatural, sanitary shine, accompanied by the scent of citrus gleaming from it. When does this take place? Like, whenever the game was made, like 2014? Okay, let's look it up. Oh yeah, I have the page up. Doesn't say a year. We know it's at least relatively modern. Oh, this game has age statements? Yes, it does. I assume the Steam version doesn't. Well, it says modern day United States of America. So, 21st century, let's say. Good enough.
Hey, they have cola flavor here.
Here I find Marina clutching the slushy machine. Her eyes... Every slushy machine has cola, come on now. Her eyes widening like a cat's when tempted with yarn.
Don't most gas stations have it?
Every gas station does. She shakes her head, but doesn't take her eyes off the machine.
All the places back home only had cherry and raspberry. When we got sick of them, we just had to mix them together. But...
Marina finally turns to me, wearing a face of pure, concentrated sadness.
I left my wallet in the car.
She's an idiot. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Just looking at her, I can feel my heart break. Wait a second!
How were you expecting to pay for the gas?
I don't know. I just remembered.
How did she last 5 minutes out in the desert?
Fine, I guess I'll pay for it.
Really?
Yeah. And grab yourself one of those slushies too.
You can't be nice to her! She'll just leech off you forever. You gotta be like, no, you know what? I'll pay for it now, but you have to pay me back double when we get your wallet back. Oh, that interest rate is pretty high.
But make it a small one.
Her pure concentrated sadness melts into pure concentrated happiness.
You're the best, Amber.
She grabs a cup and holds it under the button until the slushy overflows and drips down the side. Look, cola's the worst flavor though. How could you like cola flavored slushies? Everyone knows cherry and whatever blue flavor it has, usually blue raspberry, is the best. So I'm gonna pay for the gas anyway, but I'm hoping the drink makes up for the drive over. Spot the gas cans, with Marina happily sipping your drink, grab one and head for the counter. Gather register, still ringing up the same girl. I'm pretty sure she's voiced, if I remember from the... Also, she's incredibly lewd. Yes, she has a voice. Which I can... Oh, you can turn down voices! Lines of flimsy plastic bags line the counter, filled with a mixture of off-brand junk food and gardening tools. She scans the items as the girl digs through her wallet, her bandana wrapped head pressing and falling against her shoulder.
Aren't you supposed to be the badass mechanic? What good are you if you're not?
Bandana girl. She swipes it out a card and hands it to the cashier, more interested in staring at her nails than looking at him.
How the hell would I know? Have the squirt check underneath if you're so curious.
On the other end of the line, I can hear the faintest of squabbling. What is this song? This is sweet. Can't make out anything they're saying. The tone sounds worlds more tolerable than the girls.
If it's that old, then I say do it. Cash is cash. It's not like anyone's gonna care. You better not take as long as last time, though. I'll be waiting for you slackers outside.
The girl slips her phone back into the crevices of her dangerously unzipped jumpsuit. The little clothing she has on underneath looks like it's going to burst from the slightest movement. Not my type, especially with that personality. It's hard for me to do anything other than stare. The attendant reaches out to help with the bags, but the girl snaps them away before he can. She shoots him with a heated glare and then burns straight through the main and into the wall behind him. Turning around, the girl looks at us for a second before rolling her eyes and marches out the door. Bags weighing her down as they nearly scrape the ground. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. When I first read that, I thought she walked into the wall. I was like, oh. She's actually just another Marina character, I see. But no, it's not what happened. Before rolling her eyes, the marches out the door. Bags weighing her down as they nearly scrape the ground. Yeah, definitely not my type.
Good luck.
Oh! Station attendant has a sprite and is voice acted. Oh, given we only see these 5, it's kind of expecting no one other than these 5 to have voices. Marina and I set the cannon near the empty slushie on the counter.
Will that be all?
Yeah, sorry for more boring than that other girl.
The attendant hacks out a dry cockle and scans the gas can, flicks his oily ponytail behind his shoulder, then rings up Marina's drink.
And a lot of folks passing through and stocking up the past few days. It's been a good change of pace. I'm guessing that's why you girls are here too.
Marina eases in towards the counter, nudging herself tightly between me and the rack, her hands creeping over to the slushie.
For what? I'm just heading out to California.
If I don't end up driving myself insane first.
You mean you don't know?
The attendant freezes, forgetting about the scanner in his hand, lighting red light beams from it onto my chest.
About what?
The hidden treasure! of the Sierra Madre.
Why, the treasure.
Marina's hand stopped just shy of grabbing the cup.
Treasure?
The cleric's shabby face morphs into a
You
grin.
telling me that you girls haven't heard of the treasure in the journal?
I have.
I frowned. Embarrassed, Marina looks at the floor again, her cheeks flushing red. I guess she's always just this forward.
Oh, well, I heard about it on the news. It's kind of why I drove down here.
You drove out into the middle of the desert for treasure?
I gotta get those gold bars.
Sorry, but you've lost me.
Not just any treasure, Missy. The miner's treasure.
He says it like that should clarify what he meant. I stare at him. He stares back. Marina sips the last dregs of her slushie.
You honestly don't know.
Not a clue. Are you gonna change that?
A little feisty, ain't you?
Not really. Just have stuff to do.
Fair enough. A little while back, some folks were going through all the trash in their garage. As fate would have it, they came across an old journal. Turns out the thing belonged to their great uncle. Or maybe it was their great grandfather. I don't know. Some dead old man.
I cut him off with a cough. Polite hint for him to either get on with it or quit his game. No, we need the exposition! Shh! Despite apparently knowing all this, Marina continues to stay focused with rapt attention. Sometimes her drink makes that annoying slurping sound again.
Sorry. I'll try keeping it short. Anyway, after flipping through it, they found out that he'd struck it rich during the gold rush.
If he struck it rich, then wouldn't the family know about it? They'd have to be pretty well off, right?
Oh, I can answer that. He went back home to Missouri without any gold and told all his friends he hid it.
By now, the slushie is all gone. Marina tries for one last sip, but all that's sucked through the straw is air. She prays down into the cup and blows out a small sigh.
No one believed him, though.
I raise an eyebrow. If even this girl knows about it, then I must be more out of the loop than I thought.
Well now, looks like Sister here has been doing her research.
The attendant leans into the counter and smirks.
Story goes, he wanted to eventually move his family out west and dig his gold back up along the way, but kicked it before he could.
He slides his thumb along his neck and makes a cheesy sound effect to go with it. Marina giggles, but I just keep staring.
The folks that found the journal ended up selling it to some hotshot publishing house. Now everyone wants to retrace his steps and find the treasure.
The real winner here is the people who gotta publish it.
Shipments have been selling like hotcakes. Just got ours last week.
Points to a rack of identical books sitting by the door. A sign hanging above it reads, Treasure of the Desert, a miner's journey. Take part in the new gold rush. And that'll stick in people's heads.
And people are really buying into this?
Sure are. I've worked here for over 20 years, and never have I seen this many people passing through. Even the Banshee before you was here for some supplies and a journal.
Sure, okay. This is a hoax if I've ever seen one.
And where is this supposed treasure?
No one knows. It's all scattered around the desert. They say the journal has hints to its whereabouts.
Uh-huh. Marina, you said this is why you drove out here.
Yep, that's right.
But you don't really believe the treasure exists, do you?
Sure I do.
She pauses to think.
At least, I want to. But wouldn't it be super cool if there was treasure?
Sure, it would be cool. But there's a good chance there isn't. And even if there were, do you know where to start looking?
No, not really. I never got that far. I don't even have a copy of the journal.
I got a new item in my Steam inventory. It's probably a trading card. She lowers her head, like she knows there's a good chance what I'm saying is true.
But I have to try.
Her voice is soft and quiet, but there's a faint glow of determination behind it. Makes me feel ashamed for scolding, but the idea that she dropped everything for treasure is insane. To her credit, she did a little research. That's cancelled out by driving into the desert without a full tank of gas. She wasn't prepared at all. The people who care about her must be worried sick. Barely even know her, and I'm worried.
Aw, don't be too hard on her, Missy. After all, who could resist a good treasure hunt?
He looks to Marina and gives her a big gummy grin, courtesy of his missing teeth.
Ain't that right?
Missing tooth? No, teeth, but there's one.
Ain't that right, sister?
Marina springs back with a smile of her own.
That's right!
Rolling my eyes, I reach into my pocket, pass some crumbled bills to the clerk.
Yeah, well, I'll believe it when I see it.
He shrugs and stuffs the cash into the register. So now I'm paying for the tank and an empty cup. Pocket change. Give a casual wave from the exit. That should be good enough, thank you. Marina follows, though a bit more animated, waving her arm like a fan as she says goodbye.
Oh, and sister?
Yeah?
She's not a nun. It got you.
You go ahead and take one of them journals. Free of charge.
Really?
Marina lights up like a firecracker and bounces up and down like she's a kid again.
Yup.
Oh, wow! Thanks, mister!
In one swift motion, she swipes one of the remaining books off the rack so fast that I swear my eyes are skipping frames.
Hey, Amber! Look! He gave me one for free.
Yeah, I see it.
I tune out our chattering and nod as we walk out of the parking lot so we can finally get the fuel. The attendant shouts one last thing, his voice fading behind the glass of the closing door.
Look on your trip.
Busy people are weird. How far in are we? Oh, 31 minutes. That's probably the best stop this we'll get. And we will find out what she says no way to next time. Oh, we just right click and immediately get saved. Okay. So that was not gonna say it's pretty good, but good enough that I'm gonna continue it. Yeah, I like that. While they're just talking, that brief descriptions of her going for the slushy. That was nice. And her sprite like subtly changing as she did. I always like stuff like that, like I mentioned. The voice acting, not sure how to feel about it so far. Amber's voice, I really don't know if I like it or not. Give it time. Like when I first heard it, I was like, that's kind of not good. But now I'm like, yeah, I'm going on it. It's been 30 minutes. And Marina, like, I've always been annoyed by those, high-pitched English dub voices. But her delivery was good enough that I don't dislike it. And we haven't even seen Banana. But Banana Girl, that's her new name. And anyway, yeah, so the voice acting is good enough, I guess. I was kind of expecting, since this came out after release, for it to suck terribly. I don't know, that's just the impression I got. Like, but it's not bad so far. We'll see, though. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back next time with some more of Highway Blossoms. See you guys then. Bye.